Yes, guys, welcome to Infinite Knowledge, and today we're going to be talking about why do you think negative thoughts? This is a big topic, guys. As I said before, yeah, everything is mental in this world. Everything is what you believe. It states in the Kabbalion, the universe is mental, guys, and there's a reason it states that. Everything is originating from the God consciousness. Everything is coming from mind. And you have to realize when you look around you, as I said before in previous videos, everything started as a thought. If you don't think the right thoughts, you're not going to take the right actions. You're not going to have the self-belief. You're not going to have the drive. And then you're not going to bring the things that you want into this 3D world. You're not going to bring the fruits to your labor because you're going to doubt yourself. Now, my reasons for wanting to talk about this is because in the 21st century, I'll be real, when I look around, I see a lot of hate online. You know, people sitting on their screens and they're just chatting shit, they're hating. You got family members who might put you down. You got friends. Some people go through certain events, they get embarrassed, they lose confidence. Then they think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But that's all bullshit, guys. That's all bullshit. Your mind creates what happens in your world, okay? If you accept a negative thought, if you think that you can't do something, that is what's going to become your reality. So that's why the title is Why. Because I'm sure, as you guys can already realize, you're smart guys and girls. If you think something negative, you're being your own worst enemy. As I say in this life here, nobody's gonna help us, okay? We've only got ourselves, really and truly, at the end of the day. Like, if you have good friends and family, they might help you a little bit, but no one's gonna put their whole life out on the line to save you, okay? You've only got yourself. So if you're thinking negative thoughts when you've only got yourself, you're fucked, innit? You fucked yourself already, because you've only got yourself. You should be your biggest supporter. So let's go on to the first thing, guys. Mental programming and affirmations. Guys, I've reached a point in my life here where I still enjoy myself in it, but I try to be careful about what I listen to, because back in the day I used to listen to drill music. I'm from the UK. I used to listen, not all the time, but you get what I'm saying. I used to listen to a lot of rap, UK drill. I used to think that was hard. I used to think whatever. But you have to realize everything you listen to is affecting you, guys. It's all mental programming. And then you got to think about what happens when you're thinking negative thoughts. Why do you think when you watch the TV, why do you think when you watch the news, all they do is tell you bullshit all the time about how people are, I don't want to say it, but they're always talking about how people are missing. Basically, they only do bad shit because that gets your attention. They're using your attention, guys. But you also got to realize it's programming. They're telling you bad things, and then people keep going around saying, oh, this place is shit, this place is bad. Nowhere is bad. If you keep saying that, like for instance in the UK, people keep saying the UK shit. If you keep saying that, that's your reality, guys. That's what's going to happen. The UK is going to become shit for you, okay? Nowhere shit, man. You have the freedom to do whatever you want, fam. If you don't make enough money, go make more money. It's not that hard. So yeah, people got to realize everything's programming, okay? If you're telling yourself negative thoughts, at the end of the day, guys, yes, the TV can program you, but think about, can the TV program you more, or can you program yourself more, okay? The thoughts you tell yourself are going to be the major cause of what affects how you act in this world, not the TV, even though they're like secondary, okay? The TV, music, what your friends say to you, friends and family, they're second. But what's primary is what you say to yourself. Now, the problem comes here when you let the secondary sources affect your primary source, okay? So some people, for example, they might go do a performance, or they get mocked in school. They think they're uncool. You know, shit happens in life, like their family, their parents treat them like shit. They say bad things to them. And what happens, they internalize that, because obviously it's all survival mechanisms at the end of the day. It boils back down to the ego. Like, your ego wants to protect you. So if you're in school, for example, and people are laughing at you, the group that you're in is laughing at you, and they tell you, you can't do this. Your teacher tells you, don't do that, you're stupid, you can't do that. You internalize that as a protection method, and you start to believe it because you don't want to be annihilated out of the group. But what you got to realize is that that's not true. When you internalize that, they've programmed you, and now you're going to start telling yourself those negative thoughts and bring them in. Okay? So literally, you have to be careful with secondary sources. As I said, the primary is the main. But if you're not in the right headspace, if you don't understand, if you don't think, and you don't know how these things can affect your mind state, you can let secondary sources such as parents, friends affect you. And then they're going to start to affect how you think, and they're going to make you think bad things, okay? Guys, most people thinking negative thoughts, It's programming, okay? Because the way I see it is when we came into this world as children, that's when you was the closest to your spirit, okay? Because when you came in as a child, when you came in as a baby, you wasn't influenced by anything you see around you. You wasn't programmed by school. You wasn't programmed by your parents, hopefully. Like when you're from the ages of like 0 to 5, you know, you don't really have those things, or you don't have that understanding, okay? You haven't been programmed by the outside world. And look what happens. Everyone from 0 to 5 is in their own world. They're happy, they're joyful, they're enjoying life, they're playing games, they're in their head and they're seeing their own thing. I find it very hard to believe that anyone from 0 to 5 was thinking negative thoughts. I find it like, that's not how you come to this world, guys. You come into this world as positivity, okay? Peace and relax. So you got to realize with negative thoughts here, if you're thinking negative thoughts, you got to realize it. Are they actually your thoughts? Is it what someone else has pushed upon you? And now your ego is doing that, is pushing it out of yourself to protect you, or because you've internalized it and think it's true. You have to realize with these things, guys, that nothing's true. Who are they to tell you anything? I say this time and time again, yeah. Because of our ego, you want to protect yourself, but you got to realize the human who said that to you is the same person as you, okay? They can't tell you anything. They don't know more than you. They don't know shit, okay? Don't let anyone ever tell you something can affect your confidence, because negative thoughts, yeah, once you accept them, once you become a pessimist, guys, it's not good, man. It's not good. It's really not good, okay? The second point is what I'm going on to, is what benefit do you gain from thinking badly? What has negative thinking ever done for anyone except for stifle their dreams? It just makes people think, I can't do this, I can't do that. Guys, that's bullshit. We got one life, okay? We got one life on this world, yeah. If you're gonna let someone's negative thinking make you scared to do something, what's gonna happen is you're gonna reach 40, 50, you're gonna have a midlife crisis, and you're gonna be like, damn, I didn't do what I wanted to do, okay? And you're going to end up being depressed and sad. And if you're thinking negative thoughts, you're probably going to end up being depressed or sad before you even have that midlife crisis, okay? There's zero benefits from thinking badly. It doesn't even make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me at all. It makes zero sense, guys. It's simple as that. I don't have to say anything else than that. Think about this. This leading on to my next point, guys. I talk about positive and negative and the devil and God. You know, when we come to this world, yeah, it states, well, we know everything runs on duality, guys. If you don't know, that's another law in the Kabbalion. But if you look outside, yeah, everything exists on duality, okay? There's a positive and negative. The tide goes in, the tide goes out. This is also to do with flow, but it's also opposites, okay? The 3D world is founded upon opposites, because there has to be opposites for there to be a existence in between, okay? The way I see it is this. If everyone was good, we're talking about human like ideas now of good and bad. If everyone was extremely good, then how would we know we wouldn't know what bad is, if that makes sense. If everyone's good, there's no comparison. If everyone's good and there's no bad, yeah, that's it, guys. If everyone's good and no one's bad, then what is good? We can't establish what good is, because we don't have a negative. You need to have duality to establish where people lie on a spectrum, okay? The way I see it is a spectrum, yeah. You got people who are extremely good on the left-hand side. You got people extremely bad, okay? If the world is all good and there's no one negative, we don't have a comparison. We don't have a point of comparison to determine, okay, he's this good. This guy's more good than the other person, or is a better, I don't know, more kind of person. You guys understand what I'm saying? So there has to be duality, okay? Duality has to exist, but just because duality has to exist doesn't mean you have to be the outlier who lies on the negative side, okay? My reasons for saying this is because it doesn't make sense to think on the negative side of things. The way I compare it to the devil and the God, yeah, even if you're someone who doesn't believe, everyone typically associates the devil with being bad. If someone said to you, I'm a devil worshipper, you would think, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? You think this person's tact is crazy. Well, I'm telling you this, guys, that is equivalent of thinking negative to yourself, okay? You're doing the same thing. You're bringing misfortune upon yourself when you think bad thoughts. When you say to yourself you can't do things, when you think you think it's all gonna go wrong, you get paranoid. That's why paranoia is dangerous, guys, because when you get paranoid, guys, another thing I'm going to talk about is how everything is boiling back down to your ego. But you got to realize paranoia, getting scared, is your ego in the 3D world, like your ego trying to protect you. So what does it do? It thinks of all the bad things. So it makes you not want to do something, not want to risk yourself, not want to put yourself out there because you fear something's going to happen. But you got to realize is the ego's done a good job, guys. Like, it's got us through the Stone Age and stuff. But now, more time, we don't need it. We don't need it. More time is holding people back because we're living in an age where you can literally do anything. But people's egos are fucking them up. Okay? Guys, that's all I'm going to say here. Thinking negative is the equivalent of worshipping the devil, okay? It doesn't make sense. As I said before, if someone said that to you about worshipping the devil, you'd be like, what the hell? Well, that's the same thing when you think negative thoughts, guys. It doesn't make sense. You are the creator of your life, okay? You build the blocks with the mental. It builds the base. If you say negative shit to yourself, that's what you're going to build, okay? And I'm sure none of you here want to build a negative life. Finally, I'm going to talk about the mind, body, and soul. Now, it's my personal opinion. Everyone has a different destiny. But I truthfully think the goal in life is to balance yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, okay? You need to establish balance in all three of the sectors to have a good life. Once you do that, that's when you'll be happy and satisfied. There's a lot of people, yeah, who might excel in the physical world. When I mean body, I mean the physical world, okay? The 3D world, having money, having a partner, having a car, having good fitness, eating well. There's a lot of people, as I said, a lot of us are in the 3D world, okay? So everyone's body, the physical, is in a good health. But not a lot of people get their soul right. Not a lot of people get their mind right. That's why you find a lot of celebrities who will be saying, oh, money won't bring you happiness. You get a lot of rich people say it won't fix your problems. Why? Because they've patterned up the physical part of that triangle. Because it's like a triangle, guys. It's like a triangle. You've got mind, body, soul. They've got the body right, like they've got the physical stuff, but they haven't fixed up the other two parts that are necessary. Now, negative thoughts is going to upset your mind sector. Like on the triangle, the mind sector, yeah? If you think negative thoughts, you've mashed up your thing, fam. You've mashed it up, okay? You mashed it up. You can't be balanced thinking negative thoughts. Your mind is going to be offset. And we all know that thinking negative thoughts is not good. Look at people who are depressed. They complain. No one is depressed. Like, this is ironic, but no one who's depressed says they feel good, okay? Like, obviously. But you see what I'm saying? No one wants to be depressed. No one wants to be sad. No one wants to think negative thoughts, okay? Your tendency is to tend towards the positive, which is something I wrote down when I realized we have duality, yeah. Duality has to exist. There has to be positive and negative. But God, the creator, tends towards the positive experiences. God tends towards love. He tends towards enjoyment, pleasure, living life to its fullest capabilities, taking those risks, excitement. God tends towards the positive, and that means your mental state, yeah, which is God, to be honest. Your mind is God. You are the creator. Create through your mind. If God is the creator, he tends towards love, compassion, towards the kindness. Then that's where your mind should tend towards. It should tend towards the positive things of life, not the negative things, not being bitter, not being jealous, not being angry. You need to tend towards the positive, guys. That's the only way you're going to keep the triangle balanced, okay? Mind, body, and soul. If you're thinking negative thoughts, you're going to send your mind sector out of alignment, okay? And then you're not going to have that. Yeah, that's not going to be as peaceful as it could, okay? As simple as that. Why do you think negative thoughts? If you're someone here who suffers from negative thoughts, you need to ask yourself why. Because ask yourself why, like really think about it and go into deep, like meditate, think about it and ask yourself whether this is really coming from you or if it's something that has been triggered by secondary causes, as I mentioned earlier. Are you actually thinking negative thoughts? Or is someone saying that to you? Is it coming from parents? Is it coming from friends? Okay. Because more time when you think about it, you'll realize most of it's not coming from you. It's other people affecting your confidence, okay? So yeah, you don't need to think negative thoughts at all, man. What's the fix as well? I'm gonna give the little fix. If you want to fix your habits, 1, you need to start meditating. Why? Because you need to empty your mind. Negative thoughts have become a habit for you. The first step is you need to empty your mind, okay? You need to enter, I think you call it gnosis. It's a mild form of hypnosis, but basically, guys, you need to get into a deep state of mind where your brain enters the theta wave state. So a good way to do it through meditation, but there's so many methods, guys. Like, there's so many methods you can achieve this. Like, you can achieve it through dancing, you can achieve it through singing. It's essentially entering flow state for my people there who are athletes, okay? When you enter flow state and you stop thinking, that's what I mean. You need to enter a state like that where your brain, you're not really thinking, okay? Some people achieve it through sex. Some people achieve it through singing, dancing, as I said before, meditation. I personally prefer meditation to do it. But you can do whatever you want. Some people do it by just writing on a paper. They just write for 20 minutes of not thinking. Their brain starts to empty out. You need to empty your brain, guys. That's one. Then, once you've emptied your brain, you need to start saying affirmations. You need to say affirmations, okay? And they need to be positive. Anything you say to yourself negative, write the opposite of it in the positive aspect and say that to yourself. And that's really it, guys. That's the method. You enter the deep state, you say it to yourself, and you believe it. You fucking believe it, guys. You have to believe it. I can't help you with the believing it. You just got to tell you got to do it until you believe it, okay? And the other thing is, you can do it by entering gnosis, which is whenever you want to do it, but also good times are to do it when you wake up in the morning, because this is another time when your brain is in the theta wave state, and do it before bed. But honestly, if you just want a simple point, just say it to yourself all the time. Just say it to yourself all the time, guys. All day, every day. Write it down 20 times, 30 times, all day, every day. Remove those negative thoughts, fam. We don't need them. We don't want them. It's not going to benefit you in any way, because when you think negative, you're going to be scared to take those risks. You're going to be scared to go for your dreams, guys. And as I said, you don't want that midlife crisis, okay? To just bin those negative thoughts. And yeah, man. That's it. That's it. Don't think negative thoughts, guys. It's that simple. If you feel like you learned something from me today, give me a follow, subscribe. I really appreciate it, because I'm actually trying to give knowledge, and that's it. I'm just going to do some talks for now, but if you guys want some detailed slideshows, or actually, you know what? I don't think I really want to do detailed slideshows. I think I just want to keep it like a little one-to-one talk, but I'll make booklets, fam, because I'm already writing a book on conscious living. So when I get that out for you guys, and I'll make little booklets. So like, if anyone wants a little PDF booklet of this in a shortened form explaining how to shift your mindset from negative to positive, if you want those bullet points on why you shouldn't be thinking negative thoughts, just let me know in the comments, guys. I got you, because I do enjoy this stuff. I love spirituality, consciousness. I don't know what you want to call it. I just see this how I live my life now at this point. So, and yeah, man, get out of the 3D world, because anytime I look at people who live in the 3D world, I don't, like, most of them, they're not happy, man. Most of them, some of them, obviously, I don't know, but most of them end up reaching some point and they realize, what the fuck have I been doing? Why? They ain't balanced the mind, body, and soul. They've been thinking negative thoughts. Simple stuff like this, man. This is what you need in your life, guys. You need this. You need this. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling now. Thank you. Like, subscribe. Let me know if you want products. I guess let me know if you want some PDFs from me, because I'll make them, man. I got you.